Hello students, I am your maths teacher. In today's class, we are going to see about the concept of set, that is exercise 1B. In that, already we have seen union, intersection and all those concepts in your exercise 1A students. And now we are going to see exercise 1B in that. Today, we are going to see a new topic, that is Venn diagram. It is nothing but a diagrammatic representation of set. We are going to represent the set in the form of diagram. The name for that diagram is known as Venn diagram, and I will be explaining you in detail in your video. And the next one is disjoint set and overlapping set. The meaning of disjoint is you will not have any elements common between two sets. And similarly, overlapping means there will be a common element between two sets. So based on these concepts, we are going to work out the sums in exercise 1B students. Go through the link carefully, understand the concept. And now we are going to start with the sums. Students, in exercise 1B, we are going to see the concept about Venn diagram. So what is the meaning of Venn diagram? Venn diagram is nothing but a diagrammatic representation of a set is known as Venn diagram. So I am going to take the first question. In your first question, in your book, they are given you the diagram. From this diagram, we are going to locate the elements in where the element are placed in the diagram. So, while you are seeing this figure, the outer square is known as universal set. U means universal set. The meaning of universal set is all the elements will be contained in that set, and from that set only the remaining small sets will be created. For particular A is in the form of circle. Venn diagram mostly will be using circle and square. Square is nothing but universal. Circle is the Venn diagram concept. Inside A circle, I am having the elements A, B and C. So keep this in your mind. And the first question what they are asking you is they are asking you to find the set A. The elements present in A are A, B and C. A is the circle. Inside the circle, what are all the values I am having here? A, B, C. So, A, B, C. Universal set means all the elements which I am seeing in the diagram are called universal set. That is A, B, C, E and F. The next question they are asking you, third one is, they are asking you to check the meaning of A dash means, universal set minus A. The elements which belongs to the universal set should not be present in A. That is the concept. A dash capital A, E dash capital A and F dash capital A dash. So, A belongs to capital A. The symbol for this one is belongs to. This symbol is known as belongs to, and if you are going to put a line like this means does not belongs to. So, that is the concept that does not belongs to. So, A belongs to capital A. If you see this element A is present inside this one, so belongs to capital A. If you see E is outside the circle, so E does not belongs to capital A, and F belongs to A dash means universal set, which is out of the figure, out of the circle. So, this place is called as belongs to A dash. If you see the second question, they are also given you the diagram in your question itself. We are going to find the elements here, students. The first question is, write the sets M and P in the tabular form. The meaning of sets M and P. Whenever I am comparing two sets, I will be drawing my figure in this shape. So keep this in your mind. Whenever you are having two circles, you are going to draw a circle like this. First circle and the second circle you will be overlapping. That is, on the first circle itself you will be drawing. That keep it in your mind. Don't separate the figure. So write the sets M and P in tabular form. For M, if you see, I am just going to see the circle M. Inside M, I am having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And similarly for P, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And for both M and P, this place will be common. So keep that in your mind. According to that, I am splitting and writing the values. The second question is, write the members common to M and P. Whenever they are asking you to find common, means you are going to see the diagram between, that is, two circles. Center you are going to see the values, that is 2, 3 and 4. The members common to M and P is 2, 3 and 4. Third question students, and third question here it will be different, but it's going to be very easy for you. Outermost circle is known as capital A and inside circle is B. Only imagination, you have to think and do the sum, that's all. Write the sets A and B in tabular form. A and B, I am going to write the values which is in A and B. A, if you see, outermost circle is A. So whatever present inside that particular figure, all those elements will be in here, in A, that is P, Q, R, S, T. Keep that in your mind. And if I am coming to B, means B is a smaller circle. Inside whatever I am having, I am writing here P, Q, R. But for A, I am writing P, Q, R also, because it is the outermost circle and whatever elements I am going to have inside will be accepted in A. So that is the idea of the sum. And write the members common to A and B, means A is the circle and inside that I am having B. So P, Q, R is common to both. If you see here, P, Q, R is common to both the sets. And coming to the next question, if you see the next question they are given you the figure. We are having the set A, set B and universal set. If you see, these two sets are not overlapping, that is they are not connecting each other, means there is no common element. Write the universal set U by the roster method, means universal U means whatever number I am having here, all the numbers I am going to write in this place. That is a concept. Universal means overall all the elements present in the figure, you have to write it here. Second question, write the sets A and B in tabular form. A, if you see 1, -1, 0, B 2, -2. So set A and set B. Third question, are A and B disjoint sets? If you see, both are separate and they are not having any element common. So yes, A and B are disjoint sets. Next we are going to see the fifth sum students. Fifth question, given A and B, they are given you the set alone students. They are asking you to form a Venn diagram. So first I will be drawing the circle, two circles. I will be naming that circle as first circle as A, second circle as B. So both the circles are meeting at this point. First I am going to see my set. If I see my set 0, 6, 0, 6 are common to A and B. A and B, I am having the elements 0 and 6. So middle I am having 0 and 6. If you see the element A, 2, 4, remaining 2, 4 I will be writing here, and similarly for B, 3, 9. That is the idea of the fifth sum. Coming to the sixth question. Sixth question, they are given you the range like this. W is nothing but whole number. Z is known as integer. So less than 5 means whole number 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Integer means -2 to +2, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. They are asking you to draw the Venn diagram here students. And what I am doing here is, first I will be checking the common element to x and y. 0, 1, 2 is common in x and y. You are going to draw two circles. Name the circle as x and y. Common elements right here, and the remaining 3, 4 will be in this place, and -1 and -2 will be in that particular place. And coming to next question, that is question number 7. Question number 7 also they are asking you to draw the Venn diagram, but what is the speciality is, they are given you the universal set and only one set. In that case, what I am going to do is, universal set means you are going to draw a box. Inside that you are going to draw the circle. First, I am going to write the elements of A inside that circle. 1, 3, 5, 7 I will be writing inside. And if you see the remaining, except 1, 3, 5, 7, the remaining 2, 4, 6 I will be writing outside anywhere in that square area. So that is the idea. Coming to the eighth question. Eighth question, they are asking you to check whether it is going to be a disjoint or overlapping. I will tell you the concept. They will be giving you 3 sets. First question, they are asking you to match x and y. For x and y, I am going to draw the Venn diagram. I am writing the question here students. While I am drawing, if I am going to get a common value here means I can say it is overlapping set. If I am not going to get a common value means it is called disjoint set. So that is a concept. You are going to try the 8th sum. Similarly, Z and X also you are going to check common element means it is called as overlapping set. Coming to question number 9. Question number 9, they are given you the set in this form, set builder form. You are going to convert this into roster form, that is X belongs to whole number but it is a multiple of 5 which is less than 30 means X belongs to whole number means I will be multiplying like this 5 into 0. I will be like that I will be multiplying. So 0, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The next number is going to be 30. Less than 30 means I am going to stop like that. The second one is B. X is divisible by 7 and X less than 30. Divisible by 7 means 7, 14, 21, 28. Less than 5, X belongs to whole number. Less than 5 means 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from this I am taking out the elements here, students. The next one what I am going to do is they are asking you to verify A and B are disjoint set. Disjoint means you will not have anything common here. A and C overlapping means you will be getting a common element here. You are going to try the concept here, students. Third question, B and C are non-overlapping set. B and C, you are going to draw the diagram. You are going to locate the values. If you see, you are not having any common element between B and C. So, since I am not having common element here, B and C are non-overlapping or disjoint set. Disjoint set, the another way they are telling it as non-overlapping. Nothing is common to both the circle. That is the concept. Coming to the 10th question, they are asking you to draw the diagram here, students. They will be giving you the set A and B. You have to if you see your book answer means they will be separating the diagram. I am not separating here. You are going to draw the circle in this model itself. If this is going to be empty means automatically A and B are disjoint. That is no element is common to A and B. Similarly, X and Y you are going to try. And third question also you are going to try the calculation, student. Only we are going to place that values in the Venn diagram. That's all. You are going to try and see. And if you see M and N, what is common first? You are going to check what is common element first. A, K is common. So that value I am going to write it in middle, A and K. The remaining C and E you will be writing here. For N, D and R you will be writing here. The last question, 11th question, universal set, and they are given you only one set. Universal set, X, set builder form they are given you. X is a letter of the word entertainment. From that I am taking the values without repeating the letters you have to write here. After writing, I will be putting a box and inside I am going to have only one circle, X, A, I, R, T, and the remaining elements will be outside. You can mark it anywhere else. So, in this class, we have completed the concept of Venn diagram and what is the meaning of disjoint set I told you, students, and overlapping set. Go through the link carefully, understand the concept and draw the figure as I have given in your video. You are going to draw neatly, students, and complete your classwork. Thank you.